shooting is, it keeps you, I guess, nimble and running. Isn't there this wonderful, tip that Steven Spielberg, I think, gave to a younger director? He said, like, wear comfortable shoes. And I think that's probably the best thing that you can do on set.
Hello and welcome to Deadline Zurich Summit Studio. We are here with the wonderful Ed Berger. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
So,
it's nice to be here.
Oh, it's great to have you here. You're here with a little film, called Ballad of a Small Player, which is just, phenomenal. So huge congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
That. I can't wait to see how it plays here in Zurich. Tell me, you've obviously come off the back of an incredible few years with All Quiet on the Western Front, Conclave. I'd love to know why was this the choice for your next film? Why this project?
Well, Colin. That's a good enough reason, isn't it? No, I get to work with Colin, but it's also, I've been developing the script for about 8 years. And at some point, it's just ready. And then you feel like this is the film kind of chooses you. Mm-hmm. And it has to do with partly because Conclave was a film. Just imagine you have a film and you have the same kind of subject matter, or it's like a conversation. You talk about the same thing for years and years and years until you run out of things to say. Until you have nothing left inside of you to talk about, Conclave and faith and all that stuff. And suddenly, and then you focus shifts and you say, I want to, focus on something completely new that I haven't done before, and that is different. And Ballad feels very different to me. The script was ready. Colin is a big reason to be part of it, but also suddenly it felt like more urgent than ever to me. I felt like it's a film that fits in its time, and I wanted to tell that story right now.
Mm-hmm. Shooting and visually it's stunning, and shooting in Macau is, it's just, I've never been there, so I've never seen, it was lovely to be transported to a place and just really get a sense of what it might be like there. Tell me about that experience. I know Mike Goodrich obviously is producing the film, and he obviously ran Macau Film Festival for a while, so I would imagine he probably had a little bit to do with things on that side. I'd love to know the whole logistical, how did it work shooting there, and what was the experience like, challenges, all of that?
Well, it's a real sensory overload. I really remember the first time I went there, I was so blown away, and I wanted to shoot everywhere. You basically want to put the camera up and pick this and that and that, and then you go again and again, and slowly you whittle down until only the essence is left over, hopefully, and you pick the right ones that sort of mirror the right places, that mirror whatever is going on inside of Colin Farrell or Fala Chen or Tilda Swinton, to sort of, give them a setting, give their characters a setting. And then it is just, it's a beautifully visually rich city that is very, that we haven't really seen before in film. Not much anyway, in Western cinema. And it's Mike and I just went a lot with my camera crew and the production designer and so forth, and just talked to authorities also. You really need to deal with the government, you need to deal with the casinos. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of red tape to cut through until you eventually arrive and say, all right, now we're starting. And then you pray every day that something terrible doesn't happen, which always is on the brink of happening. Like every day you're threatened to be thrown out, some location or some, we're shooting in casinos. So when high rollers, good paying customers come, we only cost money. We don't pay money. So, or not much. And so when high rollers come on, you're out.
No
so
way.
You really have to be nimble and flexible.
Wow. And did that happen quite a lot?
Luckily it didn't.
Oh, okay.
But we were always threatened. And then it actually happened beforehand, not on the day. It happened like, tomorrow is someone coming, so we had to shift schedules around and we always had a backup plan to shoot somewhere else.
What does that do then to your sense as a director, kind of
panic?
Yeah, you
total
must be in
panic.
A total different
all the
mindset.
Time. Yeah.
That,
No, you're always panicking when you're making a movie, no matter where you do it, because you want to be on your front foot, but you're constantly caught on your back foot because something is happening. something unforeseen, and you need to react. And so, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about, you mentioned it was, the city itself is a sensory overload, and that very much comes across on screen, not just visually, but audibly as well. I mean, the music is very bombastic and big. It makes it feel big. And I just would love to know as well, kind of the thought process that went behind discussions that you had with Volter, is it? The discussions that you might have had to kind of take that approach, because maybe you could just kind of walk us through it. It's very different from your other films.
Yeah, that's good, because we don't want to repeat ourselves. We really look every time we say, okay, reset. Let's be, basic ground zero and learn, or year zero and learn again, and be students of what this film teaches us, where this film takes us, and ideally do something completely different that surprises us as well as the audience. And it usually comes from the actors or from the story. You watch Colin and you go like, wow, I mean, this needs this type of music and this type of, because we want to score whatever goes on inside his stomach. Same with the camera or with the production design, with the colors. It's all to support Colin's performance. And the sensory overload is basically what we wanted. We have a dark story. It's a tale of addiction. It's a tale of redemption that eventually, hopefully, where man basically is in search for, man spiritually empty is in search for some kind of higher purpose or meaning in life, some kind of peace. And hopefully he does find it. But that is a dark story. And I wasn't really interested in telling a dark movie about a dark character. That's why I called it a pop opera. Mm-hmm. Because also it mirrors, first of all, the place, as well as Colin Farrell, who plays an exuberant, sort of flamboyant kind of Irishman pretending to be a British lord. And that is, in itself, comes with some fun and some pop. And so that needed to, find its way into the music and the production design and the camera and everything, the entire feel of the film.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned, obviously, Colin is, it's an incredible performance by him. It seems like it may have taken a lot out of him. It's quite an intense, it looks like a very physically intense role. Could you tell me a little bit about that experience of working with him as an actor, and equally Tilda and Feng as well? Maybe just give us a little tidbit of what it was like for you as a director working with these. How do they handle their performances differently? That kind of thing.
I mean, it's wonderful because we all basically meet. I mean, Colin meets his colleagues basically just days before shooting or a week before shooting maximum. And, usually it's schedules, and both Tilda and Fala had, different schedules. So to combine everyone is a difficult endeavor. And Colin, I think, as you said, Colin is a very physical, emotional actor who showed so much more vulnerability than I actually expected of the role. I thought in my head, I'm playing the role for years while I've developed this with Rowan Joffe and Mike Goodrich, my producer and writer. And so I played in my head for years. I say the lines for years. And then Colin shows up on set and he does it differently. Mm-hmm. Of course he does. He's not me. And then for the first few takes, I go, wait, what's he doing? Like, he should play. And slowly I realized, it's this. And I learned something from him. I learn to accept the gift that he gives the movie, and I realize the way he does it, it's going to be much better. Also, he has really good instincts. He's not Colin Farrell for having bad instincts. He has really good instincts. So you better trust them, And of course, we have discussions and we try things out. And we're not sure. I'm not sure. He's not sure. We're trying to find the role as the shooting days goes on. And we try different things until we eventually slowly zero in on something that we think is hopefully right. Sort of right, 51% sure right, but it's the vulnerability sort of made the movie so much more warm and heartfelt than I ever could have imagined. And it also, I noticed it in Tilda. Tilda comes to set. I'm sure she had in her head, I'm going to play it this way or that way, sort of, roughly. Then she sees Colin, and I really saw it in her eyes, the surprise, and go, oh, okay, I'm going to dance with him. I'm going to take from him, and I'm going to give him back what he gives me. And the same with Fala Chen. She does the same. You know, the actors are wonderful because they're listening to each other. They're seeing, you know, and suddenly before them, a human being comes to life, and they're going to react to it by the second. And if Colin does something different, Tilda's going to change her performance. And that was so wonderful to witness. Now, that dance between incredibly accomplished, giving, generous actors was a true beauty to watch.
Yeah, it does feel like a dance when you're watching it. And he says that. There's even a line he uses, doesn't he, to say, we're going to dance.
He wants to dance with her.
He wants to dance with her. One more question for you, because I know we have to wrap up. But
Sure.
I know you're here for Ballad, but equally I want to ask you about what's next. And it's been announced you're doing this film with Brad Pitt and A24, the writers. Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
It's early days, but I'd love to know, and I know our readers would for sure love to know a little tidbit of, tell us a little bit about this project. What can you tell us? What can we expect?
Well, it's a movie I'm going to start shooting in early February. In Ireland, moving to Greece, moving to Brussels, and then Amsterdam, and back to Ireland. So it's a big odyssey. And as that travel schedule tells you, it is an odyssey for the character who picks up his daughter from, it takes place in the 80s, and Brad's the main character. And he picks up his daughter from the airport expecting his wife as well, but she doesn't show up. And deep down inside, he knows something terrible has happened, something emotionally terrible. And he goes on the odyssey with his daughter to look for his wife. Wow. And comes to, so it's a wonderful, beautiful dissection of this character's masculinity.
It's a drama?
It's a drama.
Okay. Sounds great.
Yeah, an adventure drama.
Sounds great. Not bad locations to be
no,
shooting
it's
a
wonderful.
movie with Brad Pitt.
It looked good.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. All the best for the
Thank
film.
you very much.
And hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.